so at long last, I'm back again. I'm doing a race preview here for my tune-up race tomorrow. I owe you a backlog of videos. I've been super busy lately, both with my running schedule, and I've been interviewing for jobs and stuff like that. So basically, burning the candle at both ends, and just haven't had time to do a lot of recording and editing and all that. But I'm getting back to it. So yeah, tomorrow I'm running a race up in Saginaw, Michigan. It's a half marathon. It's a tune-up race for my upcoming marathon, where I hope to BQ. I've never run this race before. It looks pancake flat. The profile. It actually kind of looks like a mountain range, but then you look at scale and it's like 15 feet, variance between the high point and the low point. So seems like actually a almost ideal half marathon course. The one, I guess, minor downside is it's out and back course, so you have to do a 180-degree turn. But that's a small price to pay for a real flat course. So that's a very good sign. It's a very small race. It's called the Run Michigan Cheap Series. So it's a smaller race. Looks like very low turnout in the last couple races they've had there. So that's a good sign for my ability to possibly place well. I would still love to get a #1 overall. So maybe this is my shot. That's just kind of a crapshoot. Depends on who shows up. If fast person decides to show up, I don't have a chance. But a lot of average people show up, I got a pretty good chance. So we'll see. Weather also looks pretty good. It might be rainy, but it looks like it's going to be around 70 degrees, which, given the fact it's the end of July, you got to take that. So I also have to realize that not to overdo it, because even though 70 sounds really cool given this time of year, and especially recent weather, it's not 30 degrees. My PR was set at 30 degrees, so I got to be a little bit cautious and not be like, ooh, take advantage of the 70 degrees because it's so cool. I'm going to be, and I'm a bigger guy, so I think the heat affects me a little more than your average person. There's more mass to me, and, radiating that heat is a little harder for a bigger person. So yeah, I got to be realistic. I'm just honestly going to play it by ear, what feels like a sustainable pace. I don't think I'm going to just try to force a PR or anything like that. I think that's kind of silly. This time of year especially, and not being tapered or anything like that. So not going to necessarily set out for a PR. If I can run PR pace and that feels sustainable, I'm going to go for it. It'd be awesome. I could definitely use a little bit of good news in the running world. I'll do a full race report on the marathon in Mont Blanc, but long story short, I had to DNF for my first time ever, which was pretty heartbreaking. And I'm already planning potentially to go back next year to make sure I finish the race, because it's going to bother me now. And also the way the Boston Marathon went with the weather, and I just had kind of like a string of frustrations with running. So it'd be really nice to have something positive to build on here. But that being said, I'm also not going to get too down. It's going to be hot still. It's summer. So I'm hoping to get under an hour and a half for sure. If I can somehow pull out a PR, run 126 something, or get close to my PR 127, I'd be really happy with that going into the marathon. My training's been going pretty well, actually. I had a brutal weekend last weekend, making up for lost time a little bit. But I've been hitting my paces on the workouts and stuff like that, so I'm pretty happy with that, especially given as hot as it's been. Been doing a lot of running on the treadmill for my speed work, but even so, it's hot. So pretty happy about that. Pretty positive going into the marathon coming up here, 6 weeks. Feeling good about that. But like I said, I really would love a positive feeling after the race tomorrow to give something to build in. That being said, last year I kind of struggled in my tune-up races going into Marquette, and wasn't really feeling super positive about it, to be honest. And I pulled off a BQ. I set a over 9 minute PR. So I got to take it with a grain of salt. If I don't feel great about my performance tomorrow, I might still be, you know, doing just fine when Marquette rolls around. So yeah, keeping that in mind, and that's pretty much all I have to say, I think, about that. Like I said, I am going to be getting out more videos. I got a shoe review. I got the Marathon de Mont Blanc to do. I actually did a training run video, which I'm going to do a video of out in France where I was, so you can kind of see the scenery there. And yeah, just hopefully, I'd still like to get back to more training topics and stuff like that too. I just, my free time is basically non-existent at this point, so doing the best I can. But thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I'm almost up to 200 subscribers, so that's awesome. That's frankly better than I ever thought I'd do. Would love to get up to that 1,000 subscriber mark and start earning money again from advertising again. So if you know any friends or family that are interested in running, would like to subscribe, I'd appreciate any kind of reference. I make pennies, you know, for hours and hours of work I put into this. So anything, you know, if I can even make, you know, a little bit of recouping that money, at least makes me feel like it's not a total loss. So yeah, thanks again for that. I'm rambling now. I'll wrap this up. I'll get back with a response video. I'll tell you how it went tomorrow. And thanks again for watching. I'll be back soon.